It is.
Yeah,
All
sure.
right,
Yeah,
all right,
sure.
all right, all right, all right. Roy, we're there, ne?
Away.
It's there, ne? We're finally here.
We here,
We're
Baba.
here.
It's weekend.
It's Friday, then Saturday, Sunday. Hey, all right. Good evening. Welcome
Somebody's
to
in a
Let's
good
Argue
mood.
Football. And we don't just repeat results. Here, we interpret them. We analyze the structure, the mentality, and the momentum across the biggest leagues in the world.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
this midweek delivered everything. A stunning upset at the Bernabeu. Hence, you can see the sunglasses there. There. And then the title race pressure in England. Man City really couldn't cut down trees at Nottingham Forest. Anyway, dominance and resilience in the Betway Premiership. This two-horse race league is getting very interesting, but we know who the bridesmaids are. And then some clubs are sliding dangerously into crisis. So tonight, my team and I are going to break down the matches, break down the numbers, and the tactical stories behind them. All right, first up, we got Timo Lava Ultra, the tactical.
Hey, look at how serious he is, Baba. Hey. Is he freezing?
Yeah, Timo, are you frozen?
He's like,
Oh,
he's
featuring the
frozen.
multi engineer,
But
featuring
it's like,
the show at the
hey, Lebza.
Yeah, he's
Tibo,
talking,
you are
he's saying.
freezing. Hey, Lebza is
Because
like
the-
Morpheus.
the-
It's like he's taking us into the Matrix, Baba.
He's in. What's up, Timo?
Hey, can you all hear me?
Yeah, now we
We can
can.
hear you, bro.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. No, check. I don't know what's going on. I think some gremlins have crept into the system this week on a Freaky Friday. I don't know what these things are going on because the result is the headline. The structure behind it is the real story. And I'm here to unpack what actually happened on the pitch. Stefan Roy.
Yeah. I'm coming at you guys. With the performance analytics. Football is about moments. It's about mentality. One mistake, Baba. Just one mistake. Ne? One decision. One killer instinct. And that's what separates the winners from excuses. Let's
All
get
right.
it, boy.
We get it in, and we start on the Monday that became blue for my boy Timo, because Getafe. Do you remember, Roy, last week when I said on Friday, Getafe stands for get out of here, and
Yeah.
you laugh. Here we go. Getafe were those visitors that steal your Tupperware. They said we will bring it back. They haven't returned. They came and they took cutlery. You know, you shouldn't have given them your nice china. You were supposed to use plastic spoons, plastic plates, but you
And the Ramas comes in.
you decided to use your beautiful ones, and Getafe, get out of here with it. Shock result at the Bernabeu. Real Madrid, you know what? They dominated possession, as you would expect. 67% to the ball. And look, they did not waste the possession, because they did have 15 shots. So that's productivity. But Getafe produced the moment of the match. As Roy said in the beginning, it took one moment, one decision, one clinical execution, and now we've got sunglasses and excuses.
Yeah.
Roy.
Yeah. It's painful, Baba. Hey, it's painful. That man is not even. He's not even wearing his Madrid t-shirt. This painful. But you know, as they say, sorry, Makupshungu. Sorry, it hurts, Baba. It hurts. I know that feeling. I'm familiar with it. But anyway, yeah, let's get it. You know what, guys? That moment, Martin Centriano's volley, it spoke volumes, bro. It spoke volumes, bro. it had technique, it had timing, and it had composure as well. One of the goals of the season, I don't want to lie, that goes in my books as one of the goals of the season. Thibaut?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Getafe defended in a compact 5-4-1.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
Reducing Real Madrid to mere crosses and long shots. Real Madrid created 1.1 expected goals from the whole match, which shows how disciplined this Getafe side were. They came and they stole the night live at the Bernabeu. And Arbeloa will have this game, to take stock from and try to balance the team, even with the injuries that are blighting the side now. At this level, it's clearly not enough. He needs to win against Getafe. So we'll be looking for a result after losing 2 games in a row.
Yeah, it was bad, young. Firstly, I want to apologize to the viewers. Hey, my laptop fell.
It's over.
I want to apologize, guys. Yeah, I know I look so grainy, like I'm using a VGA camera, but yeah, my laptop fell. It's one of those things, Baba. You know what, ne?
Hey, bro, you look like a black man.
The show must go on.
Finally, I look like a black person. You know what, ne? If I wasn't colored, I was going to be Zulu, Baba. Hey, I would so much. Yeah. Don't play with me. But anyway,
to all of our viewers, we apologize for these 2 crazy comments. They're just crazy, these 2. Okay, please allow them. Roy,
but does the result, on the real though, does the result leaves Madrid under pressure after 2 consecutive league defeats? I don't know about you, Thibaut, but I don't know what you think about this, but for me, it shows that, look, you're not hungry enough, Baba. You're not showing that flair, that fire, that force that Madrid actually has.
They don't have Pedri in their squad. They don't have Firmino in their squad.
This was bad, young.
Take us through what Oviedo did against Rayo.
Rayo Vallecano hosted Real Oviedo, who are fighting to avoid relegation at the Vallecas Stadium. Rayo Vallecano dominated on the flanks all night, with Marco De Fruto's movement behind the fullback creating overloads all over the pitch. This was a great result for the home side in their quest for European qualification.
Yeah, if you look at it, he scored a brace, Baba, and he completed 5 successful dribbles, completely terrorizing Oviedo's defense. I don't know about you, Lebza.
No, you know what? For me, I liked when I listened to the press conference afterwards when the coach admitted that the team lost its defensive discipline after some administrative chaos before the match. And I think sometimes we all know that if there's maybe an injured player during warm-ups, now you have to change your whole formation, especially if it's a key player, then it can definitely throw you off. But all I can say, it also sounds like an excuse, right? Like you must prepare your players whenever admin is not working. It's
true story.
So Rayo finished with 19 shots. Imagine a 2.6 xG, a fully deserved win. And Oviedo's gonna go back home with no Tupperware, nothing to show that they visited. They didn't even take a selfie with the host, at least to show that they were there. Roy, take us to the Serie A, bro.
Yeah, sure. So in Serie A, we saw Udinese face off Fiorentina. Udinese was at home. They won that match 3-0. No reply from the visitors. Fiorentina's defense, on the other hand, it shows organization has collapsed for them. It shows Rugani's debut was a total nightmare. I don't know how else to put it, but maybe Thibaut can give us a better perspective.
My man, it was crazy to be Daniel Rugani on your debut in a big match. You're trying to survive relegation, and what happens? The team loses 3-0 with you in the starting 11. Udinese pressed aggressively in midfield. Fiorentina lost possession of the ball 14 times, Van Roy. this in their
That's a
own
lot.
Van Roy. This. They really didn't put on their best performance, and Udinese on their part were insatiable. They were unplayable. They made it difficult for the team from Florence in every way, shape, or form. And a 3-goal score line, I think, is a fair result, taking into account what was happening on the pitch. Elebza, what kind?
No, bro, you see what these turnovers, bro, like are very, very bad. You know, like I'm a basketball person. You know, you never want to turn over the ball for someone to actually go score at your half. So imagine Fiorentina losing the ball 14 times. Like it's not even it's not even you going there to go miss at least and kick it over the poles. You are losing it, then they are attacking you. That's one way to lose a match. You understand? And 14 times, I scored 3 times. So Kabasele, Davies, Bukska, they sealed the vital win, obviously, and which is good for them because then it just turns around Udinese's negative trend, and I'm sure they'll be happy producing a 2.8 xG, their highest attacking output this whole season. Obviously, when maybe they met with the worst team at the right time to gain confidence, because this does not mean Udinese facing a Como next week or facing a Roma or facing an Inter Milan that they will also win. It might just mean that today they met the worst team that's currently playing right now. And then Bologna are bad visitors like Getafe. They came, and they took all the silverware and left with it. And Pisa are asking themselves, why did we invite them? Because, you know what, Jens Odegaard's goal was pure quality. I think today, what we've seen from the two leagues, in La Liga and Serie A, is that the 2 goals that surprised everyone actually were the goals that took all the 3 points, because it was a quality goal even against Madrid. What a beautiful one. So a curling strike from the edge of the area. Odegaard can celebrate taking all 3 points back to Bologna.
Featuring the Mutinti, but you know, the thing is, the story was Bologna's goalkeeper, Lucas Skorupski. 6 saves, gentlemen, and a goal line clearance. This man was playing at the top of his game. Van Roy.
Hey, bruh. And if you look at it, Pisa basically dominated possession, but lacked in finishing, and that's always the case in football. They can have the ball right through the game, but he lacked that finishing. That shows the lacking, them being clinical.
No, we can call them Kaiser Chiefs, Roy. We can call them Kaiser Chiefs. Understand? So Pisa and Kaiser Chiefs, same WhatsApp group. Because Kaiser Chiefs can have all the possession. I'm sure they can have, 99% possession. And that team attack once, they'll score. And Chiefs, with that 99% position, it will be only 3 shots on target. All of them.
It sucks, so but let me tell you, that's basically 3 matches without a win under a new coach. It's a bad result for them. I think they need to go back to the drawing board on this one.
No, they definitely do, Roy. Yeah. All right, let's come back home. Roy, take us through.
So we had in the Betway Premiership, we had TX Galaxy that faced off the fly-by-night Orbit College. They took, but the Orbit College basically took them to school, and you know what? They won that match 2-1 to them. Big ups to them. We saw Galaxy basically collapsing under the pressure. 5 straight defeats, and that's just horrible. I don't know how else to put it, Thibaut.
My man, it's terrible, man. This fly-by-night college, Boma Braamfontein line around the corner.
Come inside for education.
I'm telling you, broski.
They schooled them.
Orbit were disciplined in their transition, gentlemen. Scoring from just 3 shots on target. This was an advertisement for finishing of chances, and every chance that they got, they slit their throats. They made sure they could have scored more goals. I don't know about you, Jen.
Yeah.
No, look, speaking about scoring and only taking 3 shots and getting 2, these 2 teams in the next match could have used some of that finishing because what you call those things, Stellenbosch really could not get anything really. A tactical stalemate. Goalkeepers, Mr. Sage Stevens and Ricardo Goss were the stars. Saving, but I don't know, Timo.
Yeah, bro, this was just a boring encounter for the neutral. You know, you could have, used your time to do something better, fan bro. You know, a tactical like from both teams, they produced a strong defensive structure, and they combined 23 clearances and 19 interceptions. So really, this game it needed a number 10. You know, this game it needed a winger to unlock the game. You know, we needed something special to
magic, something unpredictable.
Stalemate, you know, no goals at all. These people were trying to kill us, gentlemen. This is not the type of football we should be, enjoying from the Gateway Premiership. We need to tell these people to score goals, gentlemen, because this is not good.
But do you see that it's very seldom where you can find a team within the PSL that has a South African striker that's scoring like a lot of goals? We are somehow a bit like England, that we have the best league in the continent, but we have to get strikers from outside. You know, even in Spain, they have one of the best leagues, but they usually have to get their strikers from outside of Spain. They have to import.
Let me tell you what sucks more, ne? What sucks balls, ne, is pause. What sucks more, ne, is Kaizer Chiefs losing to Richards Bay. Yeah, Kaizer Chiefs.
They should focus on selling policies, guys. They should focus on selling live cover.
Yeah, they should actually make more. They should make more flavors of the chips. They should make more flavors of the different chips.
So in other news, our beloved Kaizer Chiefs suffered a defeat against Richards Bay. That match ended in a 1-0 win for Richards Bay. Chiefs basically are in a free fall. I don't know what else to call it, but they had no cutting edge. They were not clinical. These people just sit back and they just play. It's like playing Kasi football in the street, bro. Like Thibaut, I don't know about you, ne? Lebza, I don't know about you, ne? I think they gave it away. I don't wanna lie.
No, look, just like the previous game that Thibaut was speaking about, to say this quality is actually not the type of quality we want in the PSL, where teams get the ball, they get it out of defense, but once they get past the middle, like they don't know how to do a final pass. They don't know how to do a pass that gets either to the wing or that gets to the person catching. They always. So imagine in that match, they attempted that pass 23 times and they cleared it. They attempted that pass 19 times and they intercepted it. Like, how would you practice?
Like, what the fuck?
Like in Barcelona, 18-year-olds are doing that pass. In Barcelona, 18-year-olds are standing there and passing Lamine Yamal on the side there, and he gets it. We do have people that dribble, but you know what I'm thinking is the problem of PSL, guys? Overcoaching. So they keep on hiring these people, and these people that are hired now, one is and whatnot, are over-coaching. So you sometimes just have to teach me tactics, but don't teach me how to play football. Because now you're not making me take out my natural ability. Now I'm trying to play like what you are saying.
No, you know what, Lebzane? You know what the thing is? These coaches, they don't understand the players that they have, you know? Like, I remember Paul Doleza once said about Sheikh Skungwani, this boy, he confused my player. He looked over there, but he passed the ball over there.
You see?
And like it's like, yo, what's going on? You know, because it's not like the talent is not there. The talent it's always there. It has always been there. But I don't know why in the PSL, even when let's say they get a coach or a manager maybe who understands the philosophy of the PSL, Diskin 99, to shine in piano, one turn, show me your number, one turn, these coaches, they never have continuity in the PSL. Kostadin Papic, Stuart Baxter.
One. But wait, let me tell you, Thibaut, you know me now, what I find is the issue, né? It's the fact that now they've created a new standard of the type of boy from the township to promote to the teams. You understand?
They don't want this
so previously they used to go for talent. Your Dr. Kumalos, you understand? That's who they used to spot in the youth ranks. But now they are going for the kids that are fit, that are running hard, that are, you know, like their parents are really, really investing in them to gym at Virgin Active and be fit. So that's why they can run for 90 minutes, but you understand there's no talent. There's no talent. So their athleticism, their ability to run, their ability to be fit is there, but they don't have natural ability. That's why when they get to the area, they freeze because they didn't teach them. Because when you are running around cones, they don't move cones. It's easy to dribble a cone.
You know, when they get to a certain level of being a professional, there's certain things that they need to have in their game. You know, so the coaches will be like, hey, don't do that shoe shine and piano nonsense. You know, move the ball. And you know, it's like, you know, when you watch South African teams, because the PSL for me, I don't know, I don't know if it is tough, if it is a tough competition, or if, you know, in the local competition, they still haven't found a formula. Because when you watch South African teams play either in the CAF Champions League or in the CAF Confed, you see the best football from any team, any South African team competing in that competition, and you see that, you know what, if they would just let the players play the type of football they know that they grew up playing, then we will start winning. Because these guys, most of them are cows, you know?
Yeah. You know what? It's the same thing that's happening with Brazil. Brazil started shipping quite a lot of kids to Europe. But at first, it was only Italy and Spain that would take Brazilians. You understand?
Exactly. Now
they wanted that dribbling ability, and then Portugal obviously would take them because then it's an easy language transition. So then, but England would never buy a Brazilian straight from Brazil. That's not something that they would do. You understand?
Yeah, they always will try and buy the finished article.
Yeah, they buy the player after he's gone to Ajax, and then after he came from Ajax, then he went to Italy. Then they buy him now because now you know he's proved himself. You see,
he's proved himself.
And so what happened was now obviously there was a time when Brazil was a gold mine. You know what? There was Ronaldinho, there was Ronaldo, there was Rivaldo. You understand? You understand? It was every player from Brazil in the national 11 was playing for the biggest teams in the world. You understand? So now what happened was all teams started sending scouts to Brazil, but now the scouts started describing the type of player they wanted. I'm looking for a strong defender who can head out. Do you understand? So now what do the teams try and produce? They try to produce those type of players. Do you understand? So now in Brazil, you are getting players who are playing like a Brazilian Gabriel who plays like he's a European. You understand?
Gabriel Martinelli. He's not Brazilian.
You see, he doesn't play like he's a Brazilian. He doesn't play like a Brazilian. But look at the Richarlison. Richarlison is also not Brazilian. He might have the hairstyle. The only problem about Richarlison is that he also, the coaches love him because he's fit, his tenacity, he can chase after a dead ball, but he has no.
You never win a game with him.
He can't beat any player. Anyway, guys.
And when he scores, he takes off his t-shirt. But anyway,
guys, no, all right. Kaiser Chiefs,
let's move on to Pirates.
You got us crazy. Look, Kaiser Chiefs had 62% possession, but imagine the other team. I said they didn't waste their possession. Kaiser Chiefs wasted possession. So you have got the whole 62% of possession, a whole 60% of the time you have possession, and the other team basically they use the other 40% to kick the ball out, and all you manage is 2 shots. Do you see that when they pass the halfway line, they run out of ideas? That tells such a huge story. And then Polokwane took on Pirates, Timo.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was rise and shine live in Polokwane. Orlando Pirates in their away straight got into the capital city and stole the 3 points in fine fashion in the dying embers of the game. Pirates showed championship mentality. They showed to have been a team that have bounced back from the defeat from Mamelodi Sundowns 2 weeks ago. I think this was a great showing of their mentality, of their will, of what they are able to do, and how hungry they are. If they continue in this vein, this league is not over yet, except Van Rooyen.
Yeah, and if you look at it, they kept pushing in that match. They scored a late winner, but that's the mentality basically of a title contender. I don't know how to put it better than this, but that's the mentality of a title contender. Lebza?
I would not call them a title contender. I would call them title challenger, because they will not win the league and they will become bridesmaids. They will become bridesmaids like they always are. Pirates is the Arsenal of EPL. They walk the champion to the altar. And then they hand over. And every wedding they catch the bouquet. Every wedding they catch the bouquet. And they believe it is us next time. So now Sundowns is being a bit friendly and saying, okay, hold it a little bit longer, but you'll see soon everything will unravel and the Sundowns will take their throne and Pirates will end second and mention trophies they won in preseason.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you one thing, Lebza. If he thought that he was going to get revenge, he failed in this regard. In a trip back to Chlorkop, in a trip back to Loftus Versfeld, Golden Arrows, the team from Lamontville, lost 2-1 to the defending champions, Mamelodi Sundowns. Sundowns completed 603 passes at 90% accuracy. Shoe shine and beyond at that time.
These shoe shine, if you look at it, they showed depth, they showed composure, and they know how to manage pressure, and they grinded out the result, and that's all that matters, my friend.
Speaking about pressure, there's one team in England that if it was a tube, it would explode into a pool. I'm talking about Liverpool. They do not know how to manage pressure. And you know the saying, they say, if you leave me with the wolves, I will end up what you call running the wolves or something like that. Do I have it somewhere here? I usually have quotes. Like if you leave me with the wolves, I'll come back running the wolves, something like that. But Liverpool, we left you with the wolves and you basically left with your tails between your legs, man. Bottom club stunned Liverpool badly. And I don't really understand what Liverpool thought they were doing, going to Wolves and playing so badly when they know Wolves are the current team who are on form. They did Arsenal bad. They did another team bad last week. And now you come thinking you're going to Wolves. You are going to a vampire because they've woken up.
Look, guys, one thing about Wolves, they giant slayers. And if you look at Wolves, Wolves don't perform in the circus. You get lions, you get elephants, you get tigers, you get whatever. They don't perform in the circus. Let me tell you, Andreas 94th minute winner broke our hearts. I don't know how to put it in another way, but it was painful.
Because I'm sure you guys thought, oh, at least we come with one draw. You know, you get a draw.
It was painful. I don't want to lie. It was painful. I don't know about you, Thibaut.
No, listen. Liverpool conceded from a transition after committing 7 players forward. Basically, in their minds, Van Roy, they thought that they could win the game. But again, they showed their defensive frailties in the dying embers of the game. This isn't the first time that this is happening, Van Roy. And I won't lie to you, this might sound unfair, but Mohamed Salah, bro, is the biggest problem there. Because these things always happen at the end of the game. During the game, this guy, he gets 3 chances and I don't know.
And he misses them.
I've been saying it.
I don't know.
I've been saying it. I've been saying that.
He's in the first 11, bro. Let me tell you one thing. So now it's like the manner in which this is really not good, Van Roy. You know what? If Liverpool are going to continue playing this way, they won't make it past the last 16 of the Champions League. Because after that, we saw Everton take all the 3 points against Burnley with a 2-0 win at home. Everton dominated the aerial battles. And let me tell you, there was a lot of battles. 18 aerial duels.
They kept the ball in the air the whole time. They were like playing with a balloon, like
It was vintage Premier League. Yeah,
I'm glad you guys watched this match. I wouldn't dare watch this match. Like, really, what's going on here?
And
if it wins you the match,
I'm telling you, then you'll hear the commentator say when they break someone's leg, now that's a tackle.
But let me tell you, if it wins you the match, I go with it, Baba. Whatever. No, if it wins you the match, go with it. That's a classic Everton football. They kept the ball in the air. They know it will work for them, and they made it work. A 2-0 win is what they needed, basically. It proved to work for them.
I'm happy for those Evertonians who just had the ball the whole day. You can just imagine how many times the ball went in the air for that match. And then we come to a club that has helped us this week by bursting the bubble of the Mancunians, the Manchester United fans, because they've been on a high. They've been wearing these tops at gym daily. You know, some are even wearing them in boardrooms now. So thank you, Newcastle, for helping us and take it down. Willem Osula's 90th minute winner ended Carrick's unbeaten run. So now they've come down a bit. Let us see if the honeymoon period was what was needed for Manchester United to get back to being the Manchester United of old. Thibaut.
Except Newcastle couldn't have picked a better moment to get back to winning ways. They snapped Carrick's record, unbeaten record, like that. Newcastle pressed high and forced 13 turnovers in the midfield. And they're playing like this, gentlemen. They're playing like this, gentlemen, on the eve of the Champions League.
They can't do nothing to us. I want to see them try to do this to Barca. Yeah, Barca will not have 13 turnovers. We do not pride ourselves in losing the ball.
Evan Roy.
Yeah.
Evan Roy, imagine Pedri getting bullied by Sean Longstaff.
Imagine.
By Mickey van der Ven. Getting tackled by Mickey van der Ven.
Imagine. What's his name? Never.
Let me tell you, that is something that we are yet to see, But in this match, it's 4 straight home wins against United for Newcastle. It proves it proves that they are superior when they do play at home against the United team. yeah, it's going to be a long season for United. The 8 games that is left, it's going to be very, very long for them.
Yeah, no, really, that's crazy, Van Roy, because after that we saw Manchester City playing to a 4-goal thriller against Nottingham Forest. This Nottingham Forest,
Yeah.
they're like an irritating bee, just passing around, they remind me of Santi Cazorla. Santi Cazorla when he was playing his best football at Villarreal, in Malaga, he was just a problem, he didn't play well enough to get to, the latter stages of all the competitions, but if you had a player like him, you had a real problem. Because Manchester City, gentlemen, had 72% possession and 18 shots.
Yeah.
But still couldn't close the game out. Because this Nottingham Forest side didn't want to go away. Except Van Roy. I don't know what's going on, though.
If you look at it, it's 2 leads thrown away. They were at home. They could have made something, at least, get away with a win, close the gap. But that proves to be costly in a title race. You cannot do that. You cannot slip up, especially if it's in the latter stages of the season. But yeah, we will see what is going to happen. There's still 8 matches left. So yeah, I hope for fireworks. That's it.
No, fireworks will definitely happen because Arsenal took on Brighton, but Brighton haven't been the same team that was De Zerbi coached a few years ago.
Yeah,
and now they are recently just losing against everything. But I had hope. I was watching the Man City match, and then also when I went to Arsenal, then I saw Arsenal 1-0 leading. I was so disappointed. I was like, damn it. So yeah. Arsenal are showing championship discipline, but they also, like Pirates, they are walking Man City to the title. It's going to unravel. 8 games. It's never too late. In 2022, it was exactly the same situation. City were 8 points behind Arsenal in second place with the game in hand, and they caught up and won the title. So, you know what? It's history repeating itself. Time for Arteta to put on his big boy pants.
Yeah, I don't know, Lebza. You know what? It's nice that you are able to refer to a historical moment, But this Manchester City side versus the one that you're talking about hasn't even started playing well. Rodri doesn't look comfortable on the pitch. Phil Foden, I don't know what's going on with him because I see him coming off the bench as of late. I don't understand why Marmoush is not playing. Maybe I'm not following the injury list of the club, but the manner in which things are looking now, this Manchester City side don't look the part for me. They control the match with 63% possession, Arsenal, and played 580 passes. It was a consummate and professional performance from them. Another 3 points on the road for the Gunners.
Yeah. Guys, let me tell you, Mawande is probably dancing in his shoes. He's probably enjoying his weekend because Arsenal faced Aston Villa. They played Aston Villa away from home. They won that match 4-1. João Pedro with a hat-trick. That was pure class from him. He basically showed nothing less than class. He showed that why is he there in the starting 11, and basically for me he cemented his place. Thibaut?
Yeah, you know what? I would love to agree with you that he cemented his place, but I'm with you when you say that the hat trick was pure class, Van Roy, because this is the type of form that he showed at the Club World Cup after getting there immediately from being signed from Brighton and Hove. Chelsea's counter-attacking was lethal. 3 goals from transition. Van Roy, if they continue playing like this, there will be a real problem. Because every time Chelsea look like they are handicapped, they find a way to win.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh man, Tottenham welcomed a few visitors from Crystal Palace. And yep, these were very rowdy visitors who took all the points and went back home with them. And I think, gentlemen, we can confidently say that Tottenham are officially in crisis.
Yeah. No, 100% Lebza. If you look at it, Van der Ven's red card basically killed them. That guy is a beast at the back at times. But then, yeah, that proved that, you know what? Without this guy, our defense is sloppy. It is lacking. It is messy. Crystal Palace ran over them. They actually won that match 3-1. And Tottenham played at home. That basically sucked for them. Thibaut?
No, listen, Van Roy. This was just another casual, another normal performance from the boys from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They've now conceded 11 goals from 4 games. This is almost unheard of, gentlemen, for a club that spent as much money as this team have spent. I don't know what happened to Daniel Levy, and I don't know what happened to Ange Postecoglou, but between you and me, yeah, these guys really found a way to mess things up big time.
Man. And if you look at it, where they are sitting at in the league, they are basically number 16. That is close to the drop zone. I don't think, guys, my honest opinion on that, like I don't see sunshine for these people. I really don't see it. But anyway, we're going to move on to the flops and props of the week. I'll give you guys the flops. Coming at you guys in first place, it's Tottenham Hotspur. They face relegation. Their fears are growing. In sitting at number 16, it's Kaiser Chiefs coming at you in the second spot. They showing seasonal collapsing. I don't know if they show this every season or is it just this season or if it's a norm. And then at third place, it's Liverpool. Another late defeat for my beloved team. So, Thibaut, who's your flop of the week?
Flop of the week is very difficult, Fandro. I don't want to lie to you.
All of them.
But this one I'm giving to Liverpool because on the eve of the Champions League, this is not the form that you want to be heading to a Champions League tie with. You know, I think from Kaiser Chiefs, we're just getting more of the same. You know, Tottenham Hotspur are basically, the biggest mascot for this department because, wow, these guys couldn't get a win even if they bribed the whole VAR team.
Yeah, I give you that, I give you that, Liverpool is not playing the way that they should. And going into a Champions League with a defeat is not really confidence boosting. But my flop of the week is Tottenham Hotspur. They are close to relegation. And it basically shows that, you know what, their fears are going to become a reality. I don't know about Lebza. Who's your flop of the week, Lebza?
Kaiser Chiefs. Last week, I didn't give them flop of the week. But this week, they deserved it. They deserved it. I just watched a bunch of professionals getting paid how not to score. Do you understand? I watched like they get paid to don't score. Like it's like someone paying them. Someone paying them, but instructing them don't score. I'm gonna pay you money. That's how, because really, you saw the 63% of possession, but only 2 shots on target. Like,
nothing.
What's going on? Anyway, let's get the props there, Timo. Oh, Roy. What's your flop? No, it can't be.
I gave it to Tottenham.
Oh, it's Tottenham.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Just on Tottenham, I think if they let go of Igor Tudor and they brought back Harry Redknapp, then they'll survive relegation, gentlemen.
Yeah, they must bring Harry Redknapp or what's that other one? What's the other one that used to call Burnley? He'll also be the same type of guy. They need to call that guy.
I'm telling you. Now, gentlemen, our props of the week are as follows. We have a golden quartet this week on the props, starting off with Orlando Pirates with a late winning mentality in the challenge, as Lebza would affectionately say, for the PSL trophy. 3 points in the bag. They showed metal. They showed the right emotions on the pitch. They showed the drive. They got the win. 3 points in the bag. After that, we have João Pedro. João Pedro, gentlemen, scored a hat trick. You know, he hasn't played like this since the Club World Cup, and they're going to be playing the first leg against Paris Saint-Germain. You already know, bro. Whenever Chelsea walk into a predicament, you know, and they are not the bookies' favorite. Let me say that. They are not the favorite. You know, they look like they're going to get the worst defeat. They win.
They win.
So kudos to João Pedro. Great performance from Alejandro Garnacho. You know, Cole Palmer got on the score sheet, but it was all about João Pedro. And gentlemen, Martin Satriano screamer at a closed Bernabeu. That goal was so beautiful that it decided the game in the first half. That goal. You know, that goal was so beautifully that it decided the game in the first half.
Yeah.
You know? And injuries aside, excuses aside, Martin Satriano pulled off one of the best finishes of the month. I hope he will get nominated for Goal of the Week. I hope he get nominated for Goal of the Month. I hope he get nominated for Goal of the Season. And lastly, gentlemen, and this is a bonus track in this week's Golden Quartet of the props. We have Newcastle United sticking a dagger into the hearts of Manchester United and breaking Michael Carrick's unbeaten run. Excel Lebza, what kind?
You know what? Seeing United lose is great, but seeing Real Madrid lose is legendary. Yeah, so the degrees of happiness are totally different, you see. So Martin Satriano, I don't know him, but if they were selling his t-shirts outside here by the robot, I would buy one.
Except for
me, definitely it's the dagger in the heart for United. These boys thought that, you know what, we got a game on lock, we got a EPL on lock, and we got a good coach. And that guy still won't get his haircut. So anyway, it's the dagger in the heart for me. It's Newcastle United.
Yeah, no, listen, that is a great selection, gents. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling kind of nostalgic this season. It might be premature, I hope not, but Orlando Pirates are playing like a Rudolph Kroll 11 in the 2010, 2011 season, 2009, 2010 season. You know, we had guys like Pongani Dulula coming off the bench to win the game. We had Tous Kholela not running ball off the pitch. You know, we had Dane played in the best form of his career. And right now, we have Evidence Mahopa, you know, game changer, doing the things for the Sea Rovers to get an opportunity to win another league title. Prop of the week is Orlando Pirates, gents.
You know what, guys, you've heard all the stories, you've heard all the permutations, and you've heard all the excuses from certain coaches, from certain fans. But you know what? One thing that don't lie is the form guide, is the place that you are on the league, and whether you're still in the Champions League or not. So at the present moment, if your team is out of the Champions League, don't say nothing, don't talk to us. We're about to do serious business. We're about to get into business that, you know, could make or break our first half of the year. You know, if you've never lost a May final, Champions League final, you won't understand how your June is so sour. It gets colder, you know. So it's serious time. So go focus on your FA Cup if you're not part of the Champions League. Football always tells the truth. Form reveals character. But you know what? What all opponents are looking for is all those weaknesses, and only pressure can expose them.
Exactly.
So let's see what goes on. Thibo.
Hey, gentlemen, I want to tell you one thing, structure decides the outcomes of the game. If you want to be rigid,
Yeah.
if you want to be a square, if you want to put on work clubs, and not rearrange until you get the greatest value for your team, you will be out of the biggest competitions right now. You will be out of contention for any league title right now. So all the serious teams, they want to go all the way. This is the moment where they need to show themselves on the eve of the Champions League. Yeah, sure, Chula Ultra featuring the Mood Engineer, featuring
Yeah,
Van Roy.
And if you look at it, ne, if you switch off for one moment, ne, the league basically punishes you. It's not gonna give you, that soft like one shire on a hand. It's gonna punish you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. This has been Let's Argue. Thibo Lava Ultra featuring Van Roy and the Mood Engineer. From all of us here, Let's Argue Football. See you again on Monday.
Oh, yeah. We'll come back with a loss from Arsenal. Cheers, gents.
Yes.
Hey,